Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. In today's video, we're set to preview the upcoming game between Paris Saint-Germain and Lorient in Ligue Mcdonalds. The simple stuff to get to know about the game is Paris Saint-Germain set to play Lorient away, obviously, at the Stade du Moustir. And Lorient, as you can see, they're sitting 16th in the Ligue Mcdonalds table. 2 victories, 2 draws, and 5 defeats, 2 losses, 2 draws, and 1 victory in their last 5 games. Was Paris Saint-Germain obviously sitting first after obviously Marseille dropped points, lost their last game. Paris Saint-Germain with 6 victories, 2 draws, and 1 defeat. 2 victories, 2 draws, and 1 defeat in their last 5 games. So we don't have like the best automatic form and so on. Let's take a look at Lorient's performances and who they had these results against. So they lost to Angers 2-0, 3-3 Brest, lost to Paris FC 2-0, lost to beat Monaco 3-1, lost to Marseille 4-0, Le Havre 1-1, lost to Lille 7-1, but beat Rennes 4-0. I mean, this is such a weird team. Lorient are a very weird team, but yeah, I mean, we should be having fun versus Lorient. Let's take a look at everything that's being said. First of all, here's the medical report. Medical report had Fabian Ruiz that he's still recovering. He will not be available for the Lorient game, unfortunately. But we got some good news as João Neves is fully back in training. He was not part of the medical report. So João Neves is back, will be in the squad. I don't know about starting the game and so on, but Fabian Ruiz will still have to wait maybe until the weekend's game. It's nice to reclaim our top spot. We're not yet concerned about this position because it's the start of the season. Getting the players back is what best news we could have. It allows us to grow because it fosters competition, especially since we have to play matches back to back. We're continuing the momentum from recent months and we're optimistic. These are tough matches because it's not easy to play against low blocks. You have to be focused from the very first minutes because it's a team fighting for different things. It's obvious that we're preparing only for tomorrow's match. We must not plan for the upcoming matches. We need to stay focused solely on tomorrow's match. Versatility, I like the players are different from me. It's not a reference for me after having been a high-level coach over these last 15 years. I think that players' versatility is very important, and we can see it over the years. Especially with injuries, it's very important to me, to the club, to the players. We're aiming to control as much as possible for tomorrow. Nothing to add. It's important for us to have the return of certain players. Players during the season have their ups and downs. I speak very well of players because it's my profession. It's important to manage that as a team. Beraldo, I hope regarding the fact that he has progressed, but I hope that for all the players, our mission as coaches is to improve the team, but also individually. Beraldo is a player we particularly like for his ability to play with the ball and ability to defend intelligently. Defend intelligently? It's tough to be an important player at PSG. Right now, we need to take advantage and continue on this path and not think about the past. We want to be competitive all the time and keep winning trophies. It's time to be very ambitious for the future. Room for young players tomorrow. We're looking for a balance so that all player gets minutes. It will be a tough match against Lorient. Managing the players' minutes is very important to me. It's important to take players out of their comfort zone. When you ask a player where he wants to play or talk about yourself, but when you look more from a team's perspective, it's more rewarding. We have created a real example of a team that knows to adapt. Marquinhos is very strong set pieces. With Marquinhos, we know him and everyone knows his qualities. It's a real pleasure to have a player with experience and this ambition. He's a leader and a captain. Every professional can improve, but no matter the ages, he can always improve. Good to hear there. Chevalier, number 1 Chevalier throughout the season. It depends. Today's positive, tomorrow's negative. I'm trying to manage this so for the good of the team. No one has a fixed position throughout the season. But yeah, obviously Chevalier is the number 1 keeper. And this one, I actually saw it before regarding David Boehly. While no players like David Boehly, it's normal and customary to be able to call up several players. It's nice to see them in the dynamic of the first team. We can see him, but also other young players from the campus. All the players who will be called up can play. This is very good news because Ruiz and Neves are almost fully recovered, and that's always positive for me. PSG is preparing a major communication campaign to support Achraf Hakimi's candidacy for African Ballon d'Or. Absolutely love to see that because Achraf Hakimi is the deserving winner. You know, I will leave out the rest of the press conference here. Obviously, some news about Paris Saint-Germain's revenue came out, which is great news. But here we have the predicted lineup. According to Le Parisien, Chevalier in goal, agree. Warren Zara, Emre, Marquinhos, Beraldo, Nuno Mendes in the defense. Obviously, Nuno Mendes was rested, fully rested for the recent game versus Brest. So Nuno Mendes starting makes fully sense. Marquinhos just came back from injury. He's set to start. Beraldo Obviously, Zabarni and Pacho started the Brest game, so Beraldo comes back, Marquinhos comes back, and Warren Zara Emre places the right back. We got some recent reports. I think 2 days ago, Ashraf Hakimi got a rest for tomorrow's game, full rest strictly for Ashraf Hakimi, just because he's been playing so much. So very great rest there for Ashraf Hakimi. Warren Zara Emre being played as the right back. Hopefully, he continues his good performance, even though he's going to play as a right back. Kangeli, Vitinha, and Desiree Doué, a very offensive midfield, which is needed when you're playing these bottom teams. You want to have more offensive players on the pitch to impact and, do stuff. And obviously, in the Brest game, Vitinha started. I mean, Vitinha always starts. Desiree Doué did not start. Kangeli, he started, right? Maybe not. Maybe it did. I don't know. But the Kangeli starts as well. Dembele obviously didn't start. Ramos didn't start. And Mbaye did not start the game. So, yeah. Happy to have them back. Should be a great game. Hopefully Paris Saint-Germain get the goals. Hopefully Chevalier can manage to keep a clean sheet. And hopefully Dembele, Desiree Doué can stat pad a bit. But yeah, that's about it for the upcoming game versus Lorient. Midweek game against very weak opposition. All we got to do in this game is get the 3 points. Because if we check Paris Saint-Germain here, as you can see, we got Lorient. Then we got Nice on the weekend, on Saturday, and then it's the Bayern München game. So this is a little bit of a midweek preparation game. Then Nice, I believe Luis Enrique will play like the best 11 and then sub them out so they're ready for the Bayern game. But yeah, really interesting. That's been from boy PSG, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this quick preview. And as usual, make sure to tune in for the pre-match podcast. And as usual, allez, Paris.